Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, December 6th, and we're here to solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. It's been a while. I've missed you guys. Haven't done a live solve in close to 6 weeks. I've been bouncing all over the place. I went to Dubai and Egypt and Vietnam, the total typical normal itinerary, and spent some time in North Carolina and South Carolina for the holidays, Thanksgiving, etc. But back in Vail now. Got my first day of skiing yesterday, and pretty excited about that. But yeah, otherwise, nothing much has changed. We're going to solve today's crossword puzzle. We're doing it on a Wednesday because that way I'm more likely to do a Friday or Saturday this week. But yeah, business as usual. Appreciate you guys joining me as always. And just go ahead, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. You're going to want to do it. So I'll leave it at that. Today's puzzle is constructed by Peter A. Collins and Bruce Haight. Bruce's name I feel like we've seen before. Peter, not so sure. But it's Wednesday. Wednesdays are kind of a crapshoot these days. They're sort of, I was saying to my friend Tim, Wednesday is the new Thursday. Thursdays have gotten a little bit too weird and convoluted. And, Wednesday we see some nice themers these days, and who knows. I'm on a 31-day streak, which I didn't even realize, but that's pretty cool. I guess when you're on vacation without anything to do, it's pretty easy to solve the crossword every day. Um, so yeah, that's about all I got. Looking forward to skiing again today because why not? Hope you're having a good week. And without further ado, let's do it. Glad to have you back. Glad to be back myself. A holy service. Well, it could be like a rite, but probably not. Hasn't impressed me much. Feels like meh or something. Holy service, maybe that's mass. Hustle is like a scam, could be. Hallelujah singers are a choir. I say this is meh. Happy days are here again. Irma Bombeck is a humorist writer. Half of a soft drink. Interesting. I don't know. So I'm going to just skip right past that one. Hurried past. That's what I did to this clue. I hurried past it. Don't know that one either. A harsh rule, metaphorically. Well, that feels like a iron fist or something, but obviously that's not it. Host could be like a lot of, or slew of, or it could be like to host somebody, which means that I'm way off the mark. Honored, like esteemed, no. Hones as a blade. I think that's like wet the blade, right? Hard drinks similar to bourbons. Well, those are ryes. I think that's what you would put in like a Manhattan, right? I bet. Hurry past. Maybe that's ran by. That feels good. Historically, could be once upon a time. Oh, and a host is an MC. So um, both noun and verb. Honored, I don't know. Hobbyists they typically purchase a kit to make a thing, which they will then play with. So that's it. Hummer's interior. Uh, is that like ear? I don't know. Has come as no surprise. Feels like I should be able to get this, right? Oh, a ham hock. Interesting ham note. While I was in North Carolina, my mother, thanks mom, purchased us a honey baked ham. I was with some friends around the holidays, and we didn't feel like cooking after Thanksgiving, so we got this honey baked ham. And man, is that a delicious ham! And we put it in eggs in the morning and ham sandwiches at night. Had it with dirt for lunch, and then with mashed potatoes at night. Just a very diverse thing to have in the not diverse, a very flexible thing that came in handy at every meal of the day. So Yeah, way to go, honey baked ham. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Have a gander, like C or I, something like that. Honda Civic competitor from Kia. Hmm. I'm just looking at 9 down. It looks like it's going to be crew necks. I haven't looked at the clue here, but yeah, it's probably crew necks, right? Hoodless pullovers worn with other layers. That feels a little old school. Honda Civic competitor. I don't know. Heavy D was a rapper. Heavy D and the Boys. I'm trying to think of a Heavy D song, but can't really come up with one. A hybrid genre of country and rap. So that's like rock hop. Could it be rock hop? Um, I don't know. Well, this must be Karachi, right? That's in Pakistan. Handle letters. Is that like AKA? Yeah, loose strings would end up in a knot. I'm going to say that's also known as AKA. A hammer sound. A herd at Yellowstone, that's elk. I've talked about Yellowstone before, but really one of the top places to go. Also, so like I just went on this big trip. It's hard for me to like unpack the whole thing, but just on the note of top places to go, went to see the pyramids in Giza in Egypt, and it absolutely blew my mind. I was traveling with my father. Hey, Dad, and I didn't really expect to appreciate them as much as I did. They're still in fantastic condition. The hieroglyphics are pristine, and the history of the place is just absolutely staggering. So, yeah, had a cool time in Egypt. Glad I've seen it. Probably wouldn't rush back, but really one of the top places I've ever seen in the world. So, and I got there from a clue about elk at Yellowstone. So we're on a real stream of consciousness thing today. 6:44 in the morning. I've been up for a few hours. I'm still not on a normal sleep schedule, and who knows? All bets are off today. A hee-hawing animal. Well, that's an ass or a donkey or a burro. Home to Anderson Cooper and Aaron Burnett is CNN. A high-tech gaming tournament. Not really sure. Hagiography. Hagiography. I don't know what that is. Having been sloshed out. Hmm. Hercule Poirot. He was like a detective, right? In, I'm going to say, like an Agatha Christie book or series of books. Agatha Christie? I think so. Hopping Mad Sort. Well, this looks like I should be able to get it. What is this? Oh, Smarty Pants. Into that. That's cool. A hopping mad sort is a hothead. Uh, could be hothead. Hamilton cast member Philippa. I don't know. I've never seen Hamilton. Probably should see it. I like watched the first couple minutes of it, and it was just moving so fast. I couldn't. I had no idea what was going on, and I got overwhelmed. And that's the story of Hamilton. Holler when the game is deadlocked. Well, it's a tie, right? Holy cow! I don't know what that is. Hair here, so that's man, just man. That's the word for man in German. Hard to believe as a tail, tall perhaps, like a tall tail. Once caught a fish this big. Parties before. That's probably air. Hurrah at a stadium. I'm going to say Olay. Hard to believe. I don't know. Harvey Star James. Harvey. I have no idea what Harvey is as a movie. But another fun tangent. I spent a couple weeks in North Carolina and with my buddy Andrew, who lives in Chapel Hill, and he's got a wonderful dog named Harvey, who I spent a lot of time with in the woods. And I miss Harvey dearly after just a couple of days. So there you go. Heat center of the 2000s. That is Shaquille O'Neal. What a guy. Big fella. A hypocrite's perch. They might perch on a high horse, right? A health problem now largely eradicated in the US. It could be like mumps, right? I've never really heard of people getting mumps anymore, so I don't think that's. I think it's been largely eradicated. Here's an idea. Hacks say Hall of Fame quarterback Bart Starr, Hollywood's Amanda Peet. I think it's with an E, right? How deep is your love? Oh, so that's the Bee Gees. Um, yeah. Hang on to, like glom onto. I feel like there's a couple things this could be. So I'm going to hold off and move to the down section. 9:35. So I've been at this for a minute. I'm a little bit out of practice. I've been doing the puzzle every day, but forgot about live solves and the danger of an uncontrolled ramble. I can just this thing can really get away from me pretty quick. So I'll try to stay on course, focus here. Hang on to that's probably save. Patch plants is scheme. Having a rough texture is coarse. Huge issue for some teens is acne. Uh, Half a soft drink is a Coca-Cola, right? Helter Skelter scrambles. Like mad dashes. Yeah, heavy hand. There we go. And mad dashes. We're making progress. Honored is revered. Haute couture name is Yves Saint Laurent. Hummer's interior. Oh, okay. Emergency medical services and have a gander is C. All right. Having been sloshed out. What does that mean? I mean, I'm picturing like a wet bit of ground. I'm also like sloshed out, kind of sounds like a drunk person. Um, yeah, still not really sure where we're going with that one. Hell yes. High priced perfume ingredient. Hmm. High school students' test result on a scale of 1 to 5. That feels like something score. So is this not man? Feels like AP score, right? Advanced placement score. A homemaker from Mayberry. That's like Mayberry. I think is where o- Opie lived. Is that Andy Griffith show? Uh, Homemaker. So that'd be like Mrs. Something. I don't really know what that is though. Help is avail. Hobby shop purchase with a large wood or plastic base. Well, that's a model ship. A helmet wearer. Helmet wearer's potential embarrassment. Oh, hat, hair. So mumps, I guess perhaps we have not eradicated mumps because that's wrong. Huffy response to a threat. That's or what? Holy cow, like boy and hooray is yeah. Hip dressers. Like, not sure what that is. Having gone to an extra period is in overtime. Celia Ward is apparently on House. Not even sure who Celia Ward is, but I know that that's the answer. Household detergent brand is Tide. Remember when people ate Tide Pods? That was like a thing. Crazy. Let's see. Harvey. Oh wait. Harvey star James. So like James Stewart, like Jimmy Stewart. Huge gem would be a rock. Yeah, must be Stewart. And he was in like Miracle on 54th Street. I don't even know if that's the right name, the right street number. Yikes. But I think that's Jimmy Stewart. Hotel room option could be like a suite. Helpful skill for guessers. Is that ESP? Yeah, hang on to is keep. Hotel room options, probably suites, right? I'll come back to that though, because I'm not sure. Honda Civic competitor from Kia. Kia. I mean, all I can think of is like Sorrento, Kia, something. Hybrid genre of country. Oh, hick hop. Must be, right? Country and rap. Hick hop. I guess I'm okay with that. And it's sloshed out. Hammer sound. Is that like bam or wham? I don't know. High tech gaming tournament is something. Yikes. Hagiography subjects. Oh, having been sloshed out, that must be like spilt milk. Kia. Kia. Spectra. Spectra. There we go. Hercule Poirot is a detective, yeah. So like TEC. Rose oil. Okay, hot head. So I was right on that one. Is this Philippa Sue? That rings a bell for some reason. Philippa Sue? Hell yes. That's so true. That's so true. Is that right? Oh, and hair is sir, not man. Pardon me. Hard to believe could be like fishy. What is this? Health problem. Oh, polio. When a fop is a hip dresser. I feel like that's kind of like outdated and maybe a little derogatory. Like, is that a negative thing to call someone? I feel like that's sort of an insult. But what do I know? Acts are cuts. And what do we got here? Something Taylor. So is it like B Taylor? Sure is. 32-day streak. What's up? So well done, guys. We did the thing we set out to do. 1634. Definitely kind of a long solve for a Wednesday. The thing that I can't get over here is like, so this is cool. This is a really cool construction. Like we have an H and an H here, just clearly in the black spaces. And so we've got heavy hand, hick hop, hot head, high horse. Very cool. Like I really appreciate that the grid construction is in line with, I wouldn't say the theme necessarily. It's not really a theme so much, but HH. And here we are on hump day. Like H is a perfect, I don't know. It found its place. But yeah, I'm kind of glad that I did a live solve of this one because I mean, I guess we've seen that, I don't know, in simpler fashion with like a giant eye or, a circle or something. But I mean, HH, and I didn't comment it on it at the top of the solve because I didn't think it would be related to our theme. But there it is, boom, HH. So isn't that neat? So let's look at this puzzle and talk about this puzzle, and we can discuss its pros and cons, and then we can move on with our lives and go skiing. Holy service is a mass. That's very straightforward. Hustle is a scam. Also straightforward. Choir sings hallelujah. Yep, a lot of straightforward stuff. Irma Bombeck, just a bit of trivia fill. Half a soft drink is a Coca Cola. Ran by Heavy Hand. So Heavy Hand is our first of these double H answers, and it's a good one. I mean, at first I was thinking Iron Fist, but Heavy Hand works equally well. MC, Revered, Wets, Kit, Emergency Medical Services, As No. So, I mean, I guess so far my takeaway is that everything's a little bit straightforward. There's not a ton of wordplay, not a ton of misdirection in any of these clues so far. And just looking around, I may say a lot of short fill. Three letter, 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 boom, 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 boom. I mean, they're everywhere. And then quite a bit of 4 and 5 letter answers. Nothing close to a grid spanner. It looks like longest answers we have are, what is that, like 6-11 letters long. So, could have used some longer answers, but this double H makes that kind of impossible. I mean, you couldn't really get a grid spanner in anywhere except, maybe could have sorted it out here, I guess, but a little bit limiting when you have to put the H's there. C, Spectra. Again, just another bit of trivia fill. Heavy D did rap music. Cool. Hip hop is cute, and I like these ones where it's like I don't think I've ever heard that term, but you can. It's somewhat intuitive, right? Like, uh, rap is called hip hop, so the hop part is pretty straightforward, and um, country, we're calling those guys hicks, and I'm glad that they did indicate that's pejorative, because I don't think. Well, actually, I guess there's probably a lot of people who are proud to call themselves hicks. Perhaps I don't really know. Um, and I wonder who listens to hip hop. And is that like that can't be like Lil Nas X, like Old Town Road, like that can't be what it refers to. But maybe I don't know. That is definitely a mashup of rap and country. AKA Bam. I mean Bam. Eh, a herd of elk, an ass, CNN. So a lot of straightforward stuff. And I don't know what this is like. High tech gaming tournament. So electronic video something. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with an EVO. And it's crossing B Taylor, which is a very old reference and kind of a funny thing to have crossing this high tech gaming tournament. And B Taylor, I guess I did know that Opie's last name is Taylor, right? But like even B, like I might be more inclined to spell that BEA. Just a thought. Um, Hagiography subjects are these must be saints, I guess. I don't like this at all. I mean, I haven't heard of hagiography, and even when you crack it, it's like, oh, it's about streaks, or I don't know. But I think this is probably saints, and I'm guessing that's about saints, and that's all I got. So let's move on. TEC as a term for detective, sure. Hothead, I like that one, and it fits in nicely with the double H theme. Philippa Sue, It's a Tie, Boy, Sir. A lot of just like really straight ahead stuff. Tall Tale, Air, Olay, Fishy, James Stewart. Again, kind of an weird mix of like super current, hick hop, or versus like Jimmy Stewart, Shaquille O'Neal, High Horse, Polio, another one that just feels bygone. I mean, that feels like so old. And Bart Starr, my goodness, um, he played, I believe, for the Packers, but that's a million years ago. I mean, way before my time. Here's an idea: Hacks, Cuts, Bart Starr, Amanda Pete, Keep, Meh, R. There's just short, so many short ones. Smarty Pants, I like. Haughty intellectual. Calling someone a smarty pants is pretty timeless as far as I'm concerned. Um, Smarty Pants, Scaredy Cat. Some of these insults really stuck. Hang on to is save. But we also have, what is hang on to as keep. Like, really? I mean, I don't know. We're using the same blah clue for two different things, and they each could fit. They're pretty interchangeable. Not a huge fan of that. Hatch plans is scheme. Having a rough texture is coarse. Acne. Mad dashes. Crew necks. Ham hock. Oh, there's another double H. Once. So this is just really an example of cool, a cool theme, a cool concept. But I think that the fill really suffered from this double H in the middle. I just don't like each of the theme answers. It looks like maybe there's six, four across and two down. Is that right? And they're all good. They're all pretty strong, but I think it came at the expense of the rest of the fill. Um, so yeah, I don't, which tends to happen with an involved theme. But this isn't really a theme, right? It's just like words or phrases with a double H. There's nothing that really ties them together more broadly, is there? I don't really think so. Historically, once, Ha, I bet, Rise, Bourbons, Yves Saint Laurent, Karachi. That's an interesting one. I don't recall seeing that really in a puzzle before, and but there's a lot of things that have happened that I don't recall. So who knows? In a knot, like, yeah, just a lot of blah fill and a lot of blah clues. Having been sloshed out is, I don't know. That's like what about don't cry over blank milk or something? I don't know. Like, uh, that's so true. It's just like yuck. Rose oil, AP score, B Taylor again. Um, Avail, model ship. Model ship I like, and I don't feel like I've seen that much in puzzles. Hat, hair, our sixth and final double H clue. So there you go. BG, like, how deep is your love? Like, could have just say like singer Barry, Maurice, or Robin. I don't think you really needed to include um, you know, a specific track with that. I was thinking about Tame Impala is this fantastic Australian band, Kevin Parker, and he wrote a song for the new Dungeons and Dragons movies, which he said was inspired by, or the concept of it was based on the Bee Gees on mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms. And when I listened to the song after hearing that, it was like, wow, you kind of nailed that idea for a song. So can't think of the name of it, but Tame Impala, Dungeons and Dragons soundtrack. They only had the one track, but thought that was pretty on the nose. Why didn't they clue it that way? If I was writing these clues, then no one would get them. Huffy responds to a threat or what? Yeah, geez, again, just so much kind of blah fill. Fops, T, Sela Ward, Tide, Rock, Sweet, ESP. So Overall I like it. I mean, it was a relatively smooth solve. It gave me some hiccups. 1634 means it gave me, a bit of trouble for a Wednesday. I like the look of it. I like the six, sort of themed answers, but there was a lot of weak fill and more to the point, a lot of weak cluing. I mean, this could have been saved with some just more exciting cluing, more misdirection, more wordplay. But there's just too much stuff like historically once. I mean, I don't know, blank upon a time in Hollywood or something. Like, I don't, I mean, there's just so many more interesting ways that these could have been executed, I think. Um, and I think if we had the same bunch of short fill and straightforward fill, with just a little spicier cluing, it might have helped out. But anyways, we did it. Mostly, I'm glad to get a gold star on my first day back after 6 weeks without live solves. Hope that you're happy that I'm back, and I hope you'll continue to tune into these silly videos that I make. I'll probably try to do another one Friday or Saturday, based on scheduling. Um, but yeah, in the meantime, very glad that you joined me here today. Like I said at the top of the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to figure out how to make YouTube shorts. That's a thing I have not yet mastered. And, so perhaps I'll start, adding some shorts to the channel. And I don't know if I can figure that out. That seems as high tech as a EVO. So I might come up short on that one. But yeah, glad to have you all back here on the YouTube channel for more live solves, and I hope you'll join me again next time for another one. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.